as I was saying, we live in a time frame where you start seeing endless Christmas commercials, Christmas programs. They flood you with it. Even if you watch Pure Flix movies, so-called Christian movies, Christmas is in there. They may not mention Santa Claus, but they're gonna have a tree, they're gonna have this and that. They have the lights, gonna have the celebrations to make you think as a Christian it's cool. But God said you should not worship me. Like the pagans, Persians, it don't matter, worship their gods, which are not gods, according to the Bible. If you go to Exodus, Moses said, when I die, the people will set up for themselves gods, who are not gods, but are devils. So any deity that claims to be godlike, it's a devil. It's a demon. It's an evil spirit. I can go on forever in this. I believe these spiritual entities inherit people. Now, let me break it down to you people. I believe in everything. I believe in Santa Claus, but I know who he is. He's not of God. He's not a God. He's a devil that claims to be somebody who holds characteristics like God. He knows when you've been sleeping. He knows when you've been awake. He knows when you've been bad or good. So be good and for goodness sake. Hey, you better watch out, for Jesus Christ is coming in town to save your life. Jesus Christ is coming to town. And behold, his reward is with him, to give to every man and woman and child according to their works. You see, people, I don't look at children as people who can't sin. No, I look at children as sinners too. Care how old you are. One thing about it, you know if a child is righteous and you know if a child is wicked. So that means sin is residing and righteousness is residing in children too. Read the story of Elijah when those bad kids were slaughtered by a bear, according to the will of God. So I don't look at children like most people look at children. It's being real. If everybody's going to be accountable for their own sins, even children are accountable for their own sins. That's why when a 13-year-old decides to kill his parents because they won't let him see their girlfriend, they should be tried as an adult. Murder is murder. Oh, he didn't know no better. Come on now. Really? He knew better. It's called premeditated murder. He plotted it out. Kids are not stupid. Kids are smart. So tell your kids the truth. If you sit down and tell your kid there is no Santa Claus, there's only God, and he got you, no harm, no foul. But you are harming them by telling them lies. He said, train a child in the way he should go, and he will never depart from it. Now take that from good and evil. Some people are training their child up in evil ways, ways against the Bible. And then it's harder for it to depart from them. But I'm glad God is so merciful and so full of grace that he'll change a child. Take Ruth, for example. Ruth was raised in pagan territory, but she saw the good works of Naomi and the works of her God. Because I'm sure Naomi didn't hesitate to spread the truth to her. And now I'm trying to urge her to go back to her Moabite people. Go back to your Moabite people. She's like, no, no, no. You done showed me something that I can't shake. I will go with you. And whoever your God is will be my God. One of the first conversion stories in the Bible. And it was so important that she had changed from a Moabitess to a child of the Most High God and led to the lineage of David, which is the seed, the remnant, leading up to Jesus Christ, the true King. See, people can change. But us as parents, sometimes we make it harder for people to change because we keep lying to them. We keep lying to our kids. We lie to our kids about everything. You got bills to pay. You got bills to pay, and you stressing out. Why not tell your kids, I'm broke? I can't do that. You know, I done noticed something around this season of giving. So many people get in debt because they want their kids to be happy. You have to get in debt to make people happy. If you got to do all that to make them happy, forget it. You understand? Forget it. What about all the people who can't afford gifts? I'm just being real. Can I tell you a secret? When you have it today, give it while it's called today. You can buy your kids a new outfit today and give it to them today. You can buy your kids a PlayStation 5 today and give it today. Because tomorrow is not promised to you. Christmas is not promised to many of us. So, how do you beat the system? You start doing what God tells you to do on a daily. That's how you beat the system. You ain't gotta wait to a special day. Every day is special. You woke up, you're still breathing, you're still eating. God has gave you another day to enjoy this world and to make yourself better through God. Make your kids better through God. People, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You going to keep lying to your kids? Or are you going to tell them the truth? Because you want to lead them to the one that saves their soul, and you want to save your soul by telling them the truth. Just meditate on that. If you haven't given your life over to Jesus Christ, I advise you to do so. Let God set you free from being lied to. And that tells you that a lot of Christians are still embracing lies. I always tell people the truth. There are so many biblical holy days that the world don't embrace it, including your churches. I ain't even tried to incorporate God's days that he told you to observe. But we can observe every pagan holiday under the sun. Because somehow the devil has manipulated his way into these buildings called by Christ's name, called by God's name, Christian buildings. But when you go inside a lot of them, it's a watered down, tainted word that nobody wants to go by to abide in the truth. And you know, churches even give out gifts for the season for all those who are unfortunate. A great deceit. Seems right, but it's also encouraging the day. I don't want anybody left out of this evil. That's basically what you're saying to me. Just like trunk or treat. I don't want our kids to be left out of this evil. So we're going to bring it to God's house and call it trunk or treat. But in reality, it's still the same holiday. I ain't gonna say holiday, it's still the same holiday. Ain't that confusing in itself? What are you going to do? Again, you got, what's the day, the 7th? Got like 23 days before Christmas Day. What are you going to do? Kids, children, family members, aunties, grandmas. And I said I'm gonna post a song that God put in my heart to do called Rain. No, Beat It and Rain. I might post both of them. Actually on the same Reverb Nation account. So if you go on there, you can see it, listen to it. People, have a blessed day. That's all I got for you. Have a blessed day. I feel like God still wants me to read that Corinthians. So let me pause for a second and I will continue.